Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brandon Munford. I am a senior at Concordia University of Chicago, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my latest Android Studios project, the Finance app. This project is a mobile finance dashboard built using a combination of Kotlin for the user interface and native C++ for high-performance financial calculations. The main idea behind the app is to create a clean, responsive dashboard that can quickly process revenues, expenses, profits, and margins for different companies and their projects. Kotlin handles everything the user can see and interact with, while the deeper mathematical logic runs in C++ through something called JNI, or the Java Native Interface. JNI allows Kotlin to call functions written in C++ as if they were normal Kotlin functions, which gives the app both the speed of native code and the flexibility of Android's modern UI framework. This separation of responsibilities keeps the interface smooth and ensures the calculations run efficiently. First, we're going to look at the XML layout file. The XML layout file controls everything the user sees on screen. The entire screen is wrapped inside of scroll view so that the layout adapts to any device size without cutting off content. Inside that, I use a vertical linear layout to organize everything in a clean, top to bottom structure. At the very top of the interface is the title Finance app, displayed in a bright blue color, followed by a subtitle that says Payroll and Revenue. These immediately tell the user what the app is focused on. The first interactive section is the company selection area. I included a labeled text view that says Select Company, and directly underneath it is the company spinner, which is placed inside of a dark card-style container with the color I selected for the background color, padding, elevation, and slight shadowing. This makes the interface look modern and helps the dropdown stand out clearly on the dark theme of the app. Using these card-like containers around the spinners makes them easier to see and interact with compared to basic default spinner looks. This is the code that I did for that. And next we're going to look at the financial summary card. Below the company selector, the app displays financial summary card. This summary card is also styled with the same dark card background, matching the padding and elevation, giving the entire dashboard a consistent visual language. When the user selects a company, the card shows the total revenue, total expenses, calculated net worth, and profit margin for that company. All the text inside is intentionally spaced with extra line height so that it reads more like a clean financial report rather than just crowded numbers. After that, the next labeled section is Select Project, which works exactly like the company area. The project spinner is also placed inside its own matching card style container so that both dropdowns feel unified and visually balanced. Finally, underneath the project selector, the project detail card appears. This card displays the chosen project's revenue, expenses, profit margin, and completion percentage. The layout ends with a large blue Refresh Calculations button. This button simply triggers the same calculations again, giving users a clear way to manually refresh everything. So in use of the app, this is how it would look when you select the different companies. You press it, and then you can select. And then if you wanted to, depending on which project you wanted to select, you click the drop down, and you can select any of the three, and it will update you on the completion, revenue, expenses, profits, and margin of the whatever project you selected. Next, we're going to look at the Kotlin activity file. I connect every element from the layout using find view build so that the code can control the spinners, text, and buttons. The Kotlin file also sets up both spinners by giving them arrays of companies and project names. Whenever the user selects a company, Kotlin immediately calls the native C++ functions to update the summary card and reload the project list for that company. Whenever the user selects a project, Kotlin calls another C++ function to retrieve that project's financial data. The important part of this Kotlin file is the three native function bindings: get financial summary, get project details, and get project count. These functions are not written in Kotlin. They are declared in Kotlin, but they actually run in C++. At the bottom of the file, the native library C++ is loaded so that the C++ code becomes available as soon as the app starts. And this is a full rundown of the Kotlin activity code. And right here you can see how I set up the company spinners. And then it'll show you the different company names. And then as well as when you press it, the different projects that will appear. And this is the FinanceApp library. Next, we're going to look at the C++ file. I define structures for both companies and projects. Each project structure holds a name, its revenue, its expenses, and its completion percentage. Each company structure holds the total revenue, total expenses, and a list of the project structures. Inside the finance calculator class, I created helper functions that calculate profit, calculate a profit margin percentage, and format numbers into currency strings like 1,500, 150,000. Then I built a function called getCompanyData, which returns all the financial information for whichever company the Kotlin side requests. Every company has 3 projects, and each project includes its own revenue, expenses, and completion percentage. At the bottom of the file, the JNN functions link the C++ code to the Kotlin. The first one, get financial summary, calculates and formats the top-level company metrics. The next one, get project detail, formats the details for a specific project. And the third function, get project count, simply returns how many projects belong to the selected company so that Kotlin can update the project dropdown correctly. This is the completion. So overall, this entire app is organized so that Kotlin manages the visual design and user interactions, while C++ performs the heavier financial calculations. This combination creates a dashboard that feels clean, modern, responsive, and efficient. Everything from structured layouts to the native logic is designed to work together, providing a smooth experience for anyone reviewing company and project financial data. Thank you for joining me today.